What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trevi Trev, and I'm back with another video. Stuck in this house because the car not working. So I'm like, what should I do to be productive? What should I do to kill time? What should I do to basically just be productive, man? Because being in this house, being introverted, it's not really for me, bro. I gotta be outside. I gotta be in sunlight. But I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm at this fucking farm, so I'm just gonna make content and I'm just gonna talk about stuff because, bro, since I've been here, and I talked about it on the last video, I've been doing a social media break, and I'm fucking bored. I'm not gonna lie. I want to watch reels. I want to do all these different things, but I'm being disciplined. I'm detoxing my mind so that I can focus and become more creative. So I wanted to talk about my experience so far on the social media break because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I've had some of the most creative ass ideas ever, bro. That's why you see I'm making content over and over again. I got like a whole 10 videos planned about talking about things, about vlogs, and about different things. And it's all because, I stopped focusing on what other people are doing. I stopped focusing on the trends of social media. I haven't read a reel. I haven't done shit but just go to work, be out in nature, eat places I want to eat, travel where I want to travel, and just brainstorm ideas. And that's been the best thing because I've been with my own like mind and I've just have those creative juices flowing again. And that's the beautiful thing about taking the social media break because when you detach yourself from expectations from what other people are doing, you're open to the greatest possibilities. Like these 10 videos I'm about to drop, I'm not even gonna like spoil it for you. They're gonna be amazing, bro. And I'm gonna just film them shits, and I'm just gonna use my new camera setup. I'm gonna be in like live action kind of environments, and I'm just gonna talk, and I'm just gonna show you guys more of my hobbies because I don't like just making these sit down and talk videos. So during my break, I've brainstormed a plan to drop videos, and this is a part of my plan. Drop videos and write scripts and do different creative things that I've always wanted to challenge myself, but I just never had the time. But now I have the time because I'm waiting for my car to get fixed. I'm going to work every day. I'm making money besides the little bit of pay that the military gave me when I was active duty, and now I'm truly like tapping back into myself. Like I'm gonna get my earrings and stuff back. I'm gonna get more into who I want to be. And a part of that is just realizing that, I want to be this and I want to do different things. And I can give a fuck what's going on social media. Like social media, it's a trap, bro. It's a trap and it got me. It got me. I'm gonna be real. It got me because I'm not really the social media guy and I don't really post that much unless it's like some motivational stuff or something I've learned or something that I'm like uniquely interested in, right? So I've caught myself watching other people's reels, other people's opinions, other people's stories, and just comparing it to my life when I know the truth. I know that it's not always like that. And, these people are traveling and doing different things, but there's a whole context behind it. And, as I've taken a break from that, I realize I don't really care about that stuff. That's not the most important things. The most important thing is me, what I believe, how society is, and what I find to be my purpose in life. So that's more so what I've been focused on. I've been focusing on that. I've been playing some of these like video games I like, and I just been getting back into who I am, bro. And it's like it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, in fact. Doing the things I want to do, because when you are in the military and then when you have a government job, that takes a great deal of your identity, bro. Because you always got to be a model citizen. You got to be a role model. You got to follow orders. You got to do different things. But recently, since I've had time off from work and I've been doing my military stuff and TSA stuff, and I just go home and then I don't have to be in that environment, I've just been creative again. And I've just been getting back into myself. I'm gonna be dressing how I want. Y'all gonna see it in one of the videos. I'm gonna get this new tattoo I've been planning for months because I already got like I got two tattoos and I got like a chest tattoo, but I'm not gonna show you all that because that's kind of sus. But like I got like these tattoos and these ideas, and I'm going to get another tattoo. I should stop getting tattoos because people are saying, oh man, you're an Intel professional, you should look like this. But I'm like, bro, I'm one of the smartest dudes in this field, and God forbid I want to dress and be how I want to be and get tattoos and stuff. And I'm still smart or whatever, but it's like I want to be my own individual, and tattoos are a representation of that because I've thought about it, right? for so long, I've been trying to fit this corporate image or whatever. And I've talked about it in previous videos, but I've stopped doing that. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to present myself professionally. Screw what I look like. I'll clean up and do whatever I got to do. But, if I want to get a tattoo, I'm going to get a damn tattoo. So that's the type of timing I'm on. And I want to dress differently. I want to be more professional. And I also kind of want to just explain my beliefs more so, because my beliefs have changed, bro. From November 2025 when I went to basic to now, all of my belief systems have shifted, bro. And I'm relatively the same person, but my beliefs have shifted when it comes to society, what we should protect, what we should value, and religion. I'm not going to go into it too deeply in this video, but in my next couple of videos, I'm going to talk about my whole religious journey and how I've changed my perspective, because honestly, I'm not trying to fit that mold of a perfect Christian, because it's like, what is a perfect Christian, bro? Everybody has an opinion on the Bible and different things like that. But at the end of the day, some people are bad people and they try to act holier than thou. And me, I do follow the Christian religion, but I do it in my own way. And I present it in a way to where it's authentic to me. And I'm not a hypocrite. And God knows, I don't have to read the Bible every day to be a perfect Christian. I don't have to do this and that to be a perfect Christian. I just believe, I do what I can. I try to be a good, responsible person. And that's just what it is. But, I'm going to talk about that in another video. But, I'm trying to change. And this social media break has opened my mind up to the possibilities. Like, I want to travel. I want to do different things. And I'm just not really bound by the constraints that I was previously before I joined the military, because I've gotten everything I wanted, but not how I wanted it. But, that's opportunity to grow. That's opportunity to learn. And this break, above all else, and my experience has showed me, like, yo, you could do this, and the possibilities are endless. You're only limiting yourself. And that's a gem for all y'all. If y'all, my viewers, going through it, you're only limiting yourself by what you're doing and what you believe and what you are predestined to do. But, in this life, you have free choice, and you can make the life that you want to make if you just put in that effort. But that's mainly what I wanted to talk about and explain my social media break and how the psychological benefits of that is just like, you don't see what everybody else is doing. You have your own thing going. You don't get trapped in the matrix, as they say. I don't believe in none of that, but I kind of believe in the algorithm system. But you don't see a bunch of negativity and all that other stuff that people are obsessed with. But ever since I take my break, I've been thinking more clearly. I've been using my cognitive, and I've just been separating myself from the pack mentally, to the point where I'm like, yo, when I go off of this break, I'm gonna be a different beast. I'm gonna be a different beast. But anyway, this is the video I wanted to make. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to stay productive and do what I got to do and just come out better than ever. But anyway, that's all I got to say, and I'm out.